a restaurateur in Pennsylvania apologizing for racist remarks, an outburst, if you will. Let's remind you.
Church again, and you're half brother. Really? Yeah, you're half brother. You're half brother. Half brother. I don't have a half brother. Keep videoing. It's okay.
Okay, you said the N-word, like, on camera. That's gonna be
Oh, that's right.
That's gonna be great for you.
I am a racist. I hate trash.
John
right.
Spanos
I hate
is a
trash.
racist.
You pop me the finger.
Racist.
You're wrong. Shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you. That's what I did. I said he has a half brother.
If only someone did have shame. I mean, he said, that's right, I'm a racist. That kind of sums it up, but apparently a change of heart. Jonathan Spanos, who resigned from a college advisory board in Pennsylvania after being caught on that video you just saw hurling racist slurs, has recently apologized for the remarks. I wonder how sincere it is. Well, we'll see. Spanos, a restaurateur in York, Pennsylvania. I have family in York. I wonder if they've been to his establishment. Said that after the video caught the attention of the local community, a small group of pastors, had to call them small, huh? And leaders reached out to challenge and correct him. He said leaders of the Black Ministers Association, NAACP of York County, and the Confronting Racism Coalition reached out to offer him guidance. That's what he's calling it. Atlanta Black Star, our friends there filling in the details. Spanos explained that the video caught him in the middle of a heated family confrontation, in which he intentionally used the most ugly language to lash out in anger. I repeatedly used the N-word to inflict pain on another person and sarcastically stated that I was a racist. Spanos said in the press conference, I was wrong for not walking away from that volatile situation. I was wrong for responding in anger with hateful language. I was wrong for using a racist term that has caused trauma in our country. And to my fellow neighbors in York. Spanos added that he was humiliated, embarrassed by his behavior, and that his community deserves better from him. And to the members of my community who are Black and brown, I want to say how truly sorry I am for my language and behavior. I bear complicit ownership and account. I don't know if I would have used the word ownership. Well, that's just me. An account for what I have done and atone, he said. Spanos also stated he never thought he was a racist, but local pastors reminded him that the mouth speaks what flows out of the heart in times of anger, and that he hopes God will uncover offensive ways and words with him. He ended his apology with this: my prayer is that God can use this painful situation to change me and somehow use it for the greater good of our community, our overall state that we are both beloved to, and to also heal our nation, which is so divisive at this time. Well, it's been divisive. It's just the quiet part is now is people have a megaphone like you, Mr. Spanos, saying the quiet part out loud, or louder, shall we say. Was it ever really quiet? I don't think so. Spanos, the owner of a local restaurant called the Paddock Restaurant on Market. Now, normally when you have a huge production like this, a show like Indisputable, it's a good thing when you give out the name, the location of an establishment. If I own that establishment, well, this is good press, but not today. Yeah, and he apologized. That's your update. It's on Market. He also served on the advisory board for Penn State's York campus. After the video began circulating, Penn State York released a statement saying college officials were looking into the matter. Shortly afterwards, Spanos, I'm sure it's not related, he resigned from his post on the board. Local NAACP leaders condemned Spanos' racist remarks after the video went viral. They demanded he resign from leadership positions and called for Penn State York to facilitate open town hall forums about racism. Now, I want to start with some of the things that if I were advising him as a crisis communications strategist, I would say you got to own it. Got to come before the cameras. You got to speak to it. You have to say things like, I was wrong. He said it about 4 or 5 times. I was wrong for this. I was wrong for that. I would have strengthened some of the language. don't just apologize to black and brown people, that's obvious, but to everyone. There's people who don't want to hear any more of this crap. Okay? That's what I would do. I would have advised him to resign before one person came out. I would have advised him to seek out these black ministers, others, attorneys, whoever it is, black people, and say, you know what? I've been talking to friends. I had a meltdown, frankly. I had venom spewing from my heart that I didn't think defined me. He said a version of that. It's a version. But here I am, raw and racist, coming before you. And to others who share in my tattered heart, my dark heart, perhaps that moment, perhaps others, obviously it came from somewhere, I would advise you to look inward now and clean it up. Don't be me. Don't let it bubble over and have to moonwalk it back. Do your work. We all are calling this America our great melting pot. And guess what? A major ingredient, the founding of it, racism. And so it shouldn't surprise anyone that I had to do my work. Now do yours. And when a black friend, minister, lawyer, anyone tells you this is what's going on, shut up and listen. How about that? Don't even respond because you don't have the right to respond. Just listen, drink it in. Let it marinate, if you will. That's probably what I would have advised him. But he did some things here, whether he makes it back from this. I have questions as to what took so long. You know, frankly, if he were my client and the evening or day that it happened, I would say, number one, check yourself into a racist rehab hospital. Check yourself in immediately. And then I'll be over and I will help strategize with you. And I might even release undercover video, purportedly from a hospital staffer showing you in treatment, okay, in your worst hour. That's what it calls for if I am going to release something to the public, a changed man, and have us believe that it's authentic. That's what it requires. Drastic measures to address a drastic, disgusting, vicious, dirty, racist outburst. You thought you wanted to hurt someone? Whatever happened to calling someone a fool or the B word? I'm not suggesting that we should walk around doing this. My daughter still says I call people fools too much, not to their face mostly. But you chose this word, this dirty, stinking, rotten word with a deep-rooted history in American racism. You chose it because that's who you are. And I can say that's who you are, Mr. Spanos, because in that moment, snapshot, that is representative of who you are. You may say, oh, it was just that one moment. I doubt it. Having diagnosed many a racist, I know that this is a chronic illness. I don't even know if there is a cure, but it requires, first, in this instance, as I said, inpatient treatment. And then it requires ongoing, never-ending, just like AA and support groups of the like. Once you are that, that's what you are, and you have to fight it every single day. If you are diabetic and you can't control diabetes with your diet, you have to take your insulin. Sometimes it's a sliding scale, sometimes it's set. You have to take your insulin. You have to measure it and take it every day. A racist must take anti-racism medicine. Frankly, they should, for the first 30 to 90 days, have on a headset filled with deprogramming. Deprogramming. It only comes at night, especially. Sleep with it. Only comes off when you need to have an outside conversation. But that's because it's been ingrained in the mind. That's what I would tell him. It's just me. But there you have the update and my weighing of it. We'll see what happens to Mr. Spanos and his restaurant on Market, the Paddock restaurant. I would even change the name of that. We don't want to talk about people, and paddock reminds me of a padlock and chains, and I could go on and on. Okay? Open it up, have a free lunch for Black and brown people twice a week. Yeah. And let them order what they want. Okay? We're not doing a buffet. We're letting people order right off the menu. And you do the tip, okay? If they want to feel safe coming back there.